What kind of statue was this?
Big snake.
Like, the size of a horse?
30 feet tall.
What the fuck is
And the
that?
size of a wagon. How'd you get up there? They carved the
What the
sails,
fuck is that?
made okay handholds.
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Tash whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go? Did it have a stomach?
Best part is, while Tash is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand.
Allahu Akbar!
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it. Sorry.
Now, as I recall, we have some unfinished business. Unless you still think it's a distraction.
Do I seem distracted?
No, God!
I don't know.
No, God,
Maybe
please,
to
no!
Take a
No!
closer look.
No!
Look fast.
No!
A few inches later.
I will destroy anything that ever tries to hurt you.
Sweet talker.
So, we're together now.
What is this
hope so.
dialogue, dude?
I don't know. I've never done this before. I've had sex. I meant being.
Oh my god.
Lover?
Oh! Boo! What the fuck was that, dude? What's going on, guys? This is Cabal Culture Smasher here, and today this will be my first ever video on YouTube, so if you find this video entertaining, please leave a like and consider subscribing. I would like to try to see if I can continue to do this in the future. So, thanks for watching. Alright, so let's get into it. So I'm sure you've all heard about this little game here called Dragon Age the Veilguard. Now, if you've already seen the videos on YouTube, you know this thing is just complete woke slop. I mean, what are we doing? Really, what are we even doing? Is this even art anymore? I mean, in my opinion, right, I'm thinking games should be art. What we're just getting now is just corporatized slop that resembles anything but. It's essentially communist Marxist propaganda disguised as entertainment. So, if we take a look at the Steam charts here, it says we got 64,000 people in-game right now. Now, that actually sounds not bad, until you factor in the fact that this is a pre-established franchise, and these budgets for these games, most of the time now, we're talking like upwards of 200, sometimes 300 million, and even Concord, you saw that was a $400 million flop. So scrolling down here, 64,000 in-game right now, 89,418 at all-time concurrent peak. Yeah, so that sounds good, but factoring in that budget, so 89,000 concurrent players times about $80 is the cost of these games these days, equals only $7 million. You got to consider, budget's probably like $250 million. So divide that budget by the total budget, and you're going to get only about 3% back in value. Whew. That is bad. That's not good at all. Especially not for a game of this profile. I mean, look at just the amount of notorious flops. This doesn't even count all the games that I might have missed or obscure woke games I normally paid attention to. These are just the ones we know about, right? You got Dragon Age, you got Star Wars Outlaws, Concord, Dustborn. All these games flopped, not just because they were woke, but because they are terrible games. The fact is, though, if they weren't that woke, it probably wouldn't have infected the actual development cycle of the games, and in turn, I can guarantee you that the products would be a better product at launch. So this brings me to my final point about the culture war. If you take a look right now, look at all these classics, man. We have to produce really good things across Western entertainment. Why? Because these things used to have what were called timeless values. Current woke entertainment, if you can even call it entertainment, is designed to rewrite what are universal family values, what are values of goodness, purity, of light, of family. And right now, I'm just curious to think, considering how much flops we've seen this year, considering how much movies, television shows, games, comic books, artwork, all that stuff that's been overtaken by the woke mob, we're starting to see it flop over and over again. And it makes me wonder, have we now reached peak woke? Peak in the sense that Dragon Age the Veilguard, for example, is as bad as it's going to get. Now that nobody is buying their bullshit anymore, are they now on the decline going forward? Was Dragon Age the Veilguard sort of their last hurrah, so to say, in the sense that they want to push their message? Going forward, regardless of if they continue to push these messages in art or not, are they just going to keep declining until the point that there's no money anymore? If so, I would say, yes, we are starting to win this culture war. Now, this doesn't mean necessarily that it'll be over soon. I still think we got a few years left in us, guys, before it's all finally said and done. But the choice is clear. I mean, we have turned the tide. So, I have hope. We got a long road ahead of us, so don't necessarily get your hopes up about a quick and swift victory. It's going to drag out. It's definitely not going to be easy. But in the end, yes, I do believe we are going to win this. I believe there will be a time when all of this is going to end once and for all. Right now, I think we're just starting to see the decline of the enemy's agenda. So, if you like this video, please leave a like. Consider subscribing if you'd like to see me make more content. Yeah, you know, as you could tell, this was my first video, so I'm a little bit shaky in terms of the formatting. I'm still trying to figure out all the kinks. And hopefully, if this channel begins to take off, well, we'll see where we can go from there. So, thanks for watching, and have a good day.